TKBS Nation, welcome to another episode of Pop Gumbo, where we are talking what is popping in pop culture. As usual, I am your chief paparofferer. Is that a word? No, but your chief paparofferer, Dr. Tachi, and I think it's time that we get to it. What's the biggest thing that's being talked about all over the place these days? Well, it seems to be hair. And there are more and more people that are entering the hair care space, particularly the black hair care space. Everyone went absolutely wild when Queen Bee announced that she was dropping her hair care line, Sacred. And there have been all sorts of influencers who have tested it out and attested to its great qualities or the things that they did not like about it. Well, news for you. There is another queen of music entering the hair care space. On June 4th, singer and beauty mogul Rihanna took to Instagram to announce the launch of her new hair care line, Fenty Hair. Now, according to People magazine, she shared that the hair care line will encompass all types of hair and is focused on reparative hair care. So she dropped a campaign video featuring people with all hair types and textures to give us a sneak peek. Now, in the caption, she says this: "Knowing good and well I need my shades in order to read things properly. A new family is moving in. Fenty Hair is pulling up, and it's time to finally have the hair experience you've been waiting for." She then goes on to further say this: "You know how much switching up my hair matters to me. I've had almost every texture, color, length, from weaves to braids to natural, so I am launching a flexible line of products not only for every hair want, but every single product is designed to strengthen and repair all types of hair, which is what we truly need. It's time to play and get stronger by the style." Now, you're not going to have to wait long to experience everything that Fenty Hair has to offer, because the collection drops June 13th. And if you go to fentyhair.com, you're going to be able to sign up to receive some exclusive discounts and possibly see what the line has to offer. So stay tuned for that. Now let's move on to some social media news. Facebook has launched Operation Win Gen Z Back. Let's just get to the story because I have a lot to say. Apparently, Meta thinks its Facebook platform has a lot to offer younger users, and they want to reach out to that generation of users that were not born when computing first became a thing. They recently revealed a plan to win back Gen Z, which makes up a very small minority of the users of Facebook. Now, they're not trying to convince that Facebook is cool. They lost that fight a long time ago when their grandmothers were on there poking into their business. Instead, they're trying to convince Gen Zers that Facebook is useful. Now, there are two key things that they're pointing out here in order to demonstrate the utility to Gen Zers. First, they're envisioning that 20-somethings would hit up the Big Blue app to navigate early adulthood with things like Facebook Marketplace, Facebook Groups, and Facebook Dating. If you've tried Facebook Dating, put it in the chat. Now, here's the thing. Marketplace may be their cash cow because it's already very popular with young bargain hunters. In fact, Morning Brew says that it's used by over 1 in 4 daily active Facebookers between the ages of 18 and 29, right in the target market that they're looking to reel back in. They're also trying to woo young people back in by pushing out content that is not just political memes that is shared by their grandparents. They're really leaning into TikTok style short form videos to woo people back in. So what they're doing is bolstering the short form video content that was made popular by TikTok and Instagram Reels by enhancing the discovery algorithm. They're also pushing out a creator program that will allow people to monetize their posts. I mean, we could have told you years ago that would have been the thing to do. And this makes sense because it aligns with the fact that, according to Meta, Facebook users spend 60% of their time watching videos on the platform. So here's the thing. It is an uphill battle because it's not about making it cool again to them, but it may be about making it cool for users, because rarely do you hear the term in high schools, "Are you on Facebook?" Last fall, only 33% of teens younger than age 18 said that they use Facebook, compared with 59% for Instagram and 63% for TikTok, according to the Pew Research Center. So why the move to do this? Well, they've always been trying to reel young people back in, but I guess they got comfortable with where they were as an app that skewed older. But Gen Z is one of the largest generations, which means that's a lot of money to be spent. They would be foolish not to pay attention to this and to try and find ways to reel them back in. But as I said, it is going to be a battle to get people to be on a platform where their parents are dancing in videos. Badly. And finally, news from Twitter. No X. No Twitter. No Twitter X. Whatever it's called these days. There's some news from there. So it was Twitter. Elon Musk turned it to X. And now it's about to be XXX. Apparently X is now officially X-rated. Just over the weekend, X, formerly known as Twitter, I should say, changed their terms of service to now allow for X-rated content. Prior to this rule change, such content was neither allowed nor banned, so it was kind of in a gray area. Now, users are going to be able to post not safe for work content as long as it was made consensually, according to Yahoo Finance. This is what the updated guidelines say. We believe in the autonomy of adults to engage with and create content that reflects their own beliefs, desires, experiences, including those related to sexuality. Now, if you do upload adult content, you're going to have to place a warning or label it as such on your account so that X's filters can place a warning over it. This, by the way, also extends to AI-generated adult content. Again, X never explicitly allowed adult content, but there was an explosion that happened after they launched Twitter Blue, because this allowed sex workers and adult content creators to put this content behind a paywall for subscribers. And this is actually similar to how creators on the OnlyFans platform monetize. The impetus for launching Twitter Blue was actually because Elon Musk believed that they needed to diversify their income streams by chasing subscriptions. So maybe, just maybe, this was the plan all along, because here we go. We know that the adult industry is usually the first to jump on new technologies and ways of monetization. So I'm not saying this was the plan, but could this have been the plan? Okay, now it's time for you to sound off. Let me know in the comments about what you think about all of these wonderful stories. Are you excited for Fenty Beauty's new hair care line, and will you try it? Do you think Facebook will succeed in their quest to win young people back with their super cool app? And what do you think about X's now official policy of allowing adult content? Is this enough to make you leave X finally? Or are you cool with it? Let me know in the comments. That is my time, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, I have enjoyed my time with you immensely. Thank you for coming back every week to hang out here with me on the Pop Gumbo scene. And guess what, folks? It's not just me. Every day of the week, you get access to all the wonderful TKBS correspondents talking about all sorts of great and useful information. So make sure you are locked into the TKBS Instagram account for that every day, Monday through Friday. On Tuesdays, you really need to make it your business to be locked into the TKBS podcast, where Kenny Burns and the gang discuss all sorts of really important, pertinent issues with lots of seriousness, but lots of fun as well. Do you like talk back? I do, and I bet you do too. Make sure that you tune in at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time to the Kenny Burns Show Instagram account for the recap, where Tiffany, Michelangelo, Dr. Sugar, Kendra, and a whole host of TKBS Nation individuals weigh in on the topic of the day. It's really, really good, honestly. So tune in and join us. Become a part of the TKBS Nation. Well, I think I'm going to go and check out my Facebook account, make a couple of posts before this flood of cool, hip Gen Zers get there. In the meantime, the dream is real.